have been well trained, my young apprentice. They will be no match for you.
Fascinating. Captain, incoming message.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not.
Hello, yes, I love that music. Hey, this is David, the Backyard Ufologist. Thank you so much for joining me today. Subscribe, like, share, give a thumbs up, and most of all, make sure you comment and take part in what we are seeing. All the portals opening up around here. It's just really wild right now. A lot of activity out there. The leaves have really grown up and it's blocking all the light from next door. The big stadium is what I call it. It's a storage place, and they light it up with those new LED lights, LCD lights, whatever you call it. Man, they are so bright, but now it is really cool. And the moon is way in the south horizon, so the trees are blocking the moonlight, but the sky is still lit up a little bit. But I did catch another UFO, and I looked, and on heavens above, there was no satellite going over officially at that time. So it could be military, it could be space junk, of course, but it could also be a UFO, and that's what I'm thinking. I see these a lot around here, and sometimes they'll stop and they'll flash, and I have ordered a laser, but it's been almost a month and a half now because it comes from China, well, Hong Kong, and same thing, but a little different. But it's taken a long time. It was in customs for a month, so it's between here and there now. So from what I understand, it's cleared customs, so only God knows where it is. I hope that we get it soon. And all the crap that's going on politically, oh man, I'll be glad when this election is over. I'm about ready to get off social media. I enjoy talking with people from across the world, trading pictures and talking about the paranormal. And that's the only reason why I'm keeping it going, of course, for some good close friends contact also. But anyway, if it keeps going like it is, I think I'm going to take a beat. I'd like to do some shout outs, and all my friends that are on Twitter right now: Timothy Bad Rick, JBD Camo Man 73. Thank you so much for all of your help and support. South Cac Lisa, High Angeletic Cancel, Kill Hut 702, White Lightning, all of the South Cacs, Ripley's Ghostly Adventures, Beyond the Veil Investigations, really two cool wife and husband team, Strange Paranormal, South Cac Tammy, they're all over the place. Rimney 1111, Soul Searching, a paranormal team, Sunset Bear 1, Blake DeWitt, the Diane Richmond, GTA News and More, Holly's Lore, Super Night PTV, Spooky Brooks, Boston Actress, Spooky Exploring, Past Life Explorer, Tony Saurus Rex, and there's many, many more here. And if I missed you, I am sorry. I'll get you online or next time also. We'll get you there. Also, there are a lot of shout outs in my description box below. Also, my email address, how to get in contact if you'd like to advertise your widget or service worldwide. We have great rates right now, so get in on it while you can, while they're low, and I do appreciate it. If you'd like to make a donation, have a Patreon account, and I'm going to be working on that more here coming up, and a PayPal account. Anything will be great. I hate the bag, but I need the Moolah. It's out of pocket, and it's a one-man show here. And I do have a website, an old one from my old paranormal days, and I'm going to be revamping that. I may hire somebody to do that if I can, and I'm going to make a store. I have some T-shirts made up, but it looks like I didn't know everything. And thanks for Leslie at All Things Paranormal. Leslie giving me a lot of information. I read a lot, but I miss a lot too. And man, she really laid it out for me. And I even copied and pasted it, and I'm reading it in my own little private diary. And it's really, really complicated, but you got to be all in if you're going to do this. And I am, but I'm just a one-man show, plus I have a life, outside of this, so it's kind of crazy. But anyway, thank you, Leslie. I do appreciate it. Thank everybody on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, for subscribing. I'm growing very slowly. A lot of people, they don't believe in this kind of thing, and it's kind of slow. I got the Aurora night vision camera, and this is a really good camera. I know Peter Slattery Maxwell in Australia at ESETI Australia uses this, and I saw some of his video, and I said, man, I really got to get one. And it was years before I could get it when it first came out, and they have different ones, and you can buy all the attachments. I was just lucky enough to get this. It was $800. And I've been trying to take good care of it, and I'm learning how to use it. It's really cool. I've showed this before. I'm just very proud of it. It's one little thing that I got, but I paid out of pocket for. But that's why I need your donations for sure. I got a great show today and a little video of a UFO that I caught. All right, let's go ahead and get started today. I'm just scattered brain and crazy today, but here we go on this Tuesday. Okay, here's our first picture of the show, and this was just 2 days ago, or maybe 1 day ago. I'm out there all the time, and you can see right here is some kind of entity, and then there's another entity. You can see the two eyes, see the ears or the hair or something going around right there. It could be some curved horns, I don't know. And then here's another guy right beside him, and then it looks like somebody's standing, because I can zoom out and you can even see more right there. You see that right there? It looks almost like a rabbit, doesn't it? Yeah, it does right there. You see the two eyes, nose, and the mouth, and the ears right there. It looks like it's standing, and then you have all kind of different things right there. Look, that looks like some kind of satellite dish right there, doesn't it? It could be sending out signals, man. All right, let's see what else we have here. Now you can see there is an entity there. Eye, nose, and a mouth. I'm getting really good at checking these things out. Look at this. That looks almost like DNA right there. The symbol, almost right there. Yeah, you can see a lot of things. All right, down here on the portal, there is a cross, and this looks like some kind of scene somewhere, or it could be a boat. You see the boat right there, and that's the mast? Yeah, that could be somewhere out in the ocean on this planet, and there is a portal, and you can see it from everywhere. There's something right here. I don't know what this is. This is on the vortex. It looks like there's an eye there, or a person, entity right there. I don't know, but there's a lot of that going on out there for sure. And you got a little face right here, eye, nose, mouth, or eye, nose, mouth right there. And then you have another one here. Okay, where's that other one? Right there. You see this right here? Looks like a profile of a chipmunk or some kind of animal. You see right there? Or a mouse. Yeah, it's a lot of animals out there. We don't know. We just don't know. And there's a pretty picture of an eye right there. You see that eye right there? That's just undeniable right there. Here's the eye, nose, and the mouth. It gets really pixelized, and it's dimensions, overlapping dimensions, so sometimes it's hard to see. But you can see it. If you look at it long enough, you see all kind of different stuff. And it's not bugs. It's not moisture. I'm telling you, it's just a lot of people, they want to say that it's bugs, or look at the energy around this thing right here. See the feel around it? Isn't that something? And look at this coming up out of the tree. That's some kind of animal or entity sticking out of the portal. Here's another one right here. Eye, nose, and you can see the mouth right there. You can believe what you want to believe. Look at all the nature spirits and elementals all around there. Isn't that something? Isn't that just really cool? You can really see that face right there. Eye, nose, and the mouth right there. I'm not trying to twist your arm and make you believe this stuff. You don't have to believe it. If you don't like it, I'm telling you, you don't have to watch it, make your comment, and it's cool. But some people just keep on. I don't understand it. They're trying to convince themselves, I guess. I believe it because I'm out here. I take the pictures. I feel it. I am doing the meditations and stuff and the prayers and the protection spells like, not spells, not spells or scriptures. Like 1 John 4:1-4, God knew we would come across these spirits and these entities, and he gives us tools to work with. And it's a universal law. Okay, let's move on because I'll get on my soapbox here. Isn't this a pretty picture with the IR camera? Look at that. That's pretty right there. It's some kind of animal or entity. Eye, nose. You can see it looks like a dog almost to me. Pretty picture there. And here's an entity here. Eye, nose, and the mouth. You see it right there. It's. I'm thinking this is some kind of dimensional traveler right here. This is some kind of ET. He's checking me out really. And I need to get the grass cut. That's for sure. And look at this one. This is cool. Eye, nose, and a mouth. Yeah, that is really cool. That's some kind of extraterrestrial. That's what I think it is. A dimensional traveler, and they are really all around here. That's the bird feeder, the wind chimes, the quartz boulder right there. And these trees, I see all kind of things come out of these trees. It's wild. If you watch my past videos, which I really need your watch time. I need over 1,400 more hours before even getting considered being monetized. So I would appreciate it if you watch it and help me grow a little bit. Yeah, it's all kind of crazy stuff here. And there's an yeah, look at this. It's an orb right here on the tree. And you can see it's smiling. Got a nose, 2 eyes. I'm thinking that looks like a feline being almost. It could be a mixture of feline and human. And this is a pretty one. Look how powerful this thing is. It's a little blurry for some reason. They are really blurry. Some I can take and they're way away and they're very clear. So I think they do this on purpose. I really do. I don't think it's a technical problem. So you can see there's a nose here and a mouth and 2 eyes. So it's some kind of entity in there, and I'm sure you'll see more than what I see, and that's why I want you to take part in what we are seeing here. It really does help. Here's the fairy circle, and you got something going on here. It looks like 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth there. Sometimes we see scenes from another place, and it's really cool. It's like doorways, pathways. If I ever go missing, that's what happened. I fell into one of these portals. Anyway, I hope not. 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. That has happened before, they say. They say it happens in national parks. A lot of people go missing, and that's one reason why they do it, and I do believe that. There's a little entity right there. It looks like he's got something on his eye right there, like a seeing thing. I don't know, a looking glass. Maybe you see the 2 eyes, nose, and the mouth there. It looks like he's got a hat on, or that his hair or something. That's a pretty picture. That came out really pretty. And this is the big pine tree in the backyard growing with the summer. We got, 21 more days until, no, 10 days. Yeah, 11 days until we have officially the summer solstice for sure. And I'm looking forward to that. I know Stephen Criddle over at Proper Paranormal in the UK is going to be at Stonehenge. He always is every time the seasons change. And he said if he ever does really good, he's going to buy me a ticket to come out and participate and take part in that. And that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that, Stephen. I'm going to hold you to it. That's for sure. And if I make it before you do, I'll pay my own way. So, there we go. Just put me up and feed me, huh? I'm a vegetarian. I like all kind of crazy stuff. But it looks like I'm really wanting some hamburgers here lately. Okay, this is a profile of a dog. An eye here, snout in the mouth, and you can see the ear right there. You see all kind of different things. This is one of those, it's just dimensions, overlapping dimensions. You see the nose and the mouth right there. There's an eye, and then it's covered up the other eye. But if you look at it, you can just pause it and take a screenshot, and you can look at it yourself. So yeah, a lot going on there. There's a cat. See the eye, nose, and the mouth? That is a feline being. Lots of feline beings around here, the protectors. Now, I don't know if this is a fairy or a bug. It could be a bug, but it don't look like one to me, so I'm going to show it anyway. It looks like a cross also. So it's some kind of thing flying around out there with a lot of energy around it for sure. I think that is some kind of pixie, as my daughter says. She goes, no question about it. That's a pixie, and she just, says, hey man, you don't believe it? Okay, that's what it is. So, okay. All righty. I can't be that bold, but I do think it could be a pixie. 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is over 100 feet high above the big pine tree in the backyard. And see how clear it is? It's a little small, and it's about far as I can zoom in on it, but you can see that's a face right there. Face, dimensional traveler flying around, and just all kind of pixies and stuff flying around there. Nature spirits. And this is the fairy circle here, and there's one here, and I toned it down because this was so bright, and it's hard to see what's in it. It's so transparent, you can see right through it. So it's kind of hard. But I see there's an entity right here, eye, nose, and a mouth, and something right here. I guess it could be his ears. And here's one right here not coming in all that clear. And here's a feline being. See the 2 eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and the ears right there. Just look right here. You can see so many things right here. See this ET, the dark-eyed ET right there. Sometimes they're very small, sometimes they're big. Here's a cone head person entity right there. There's so much that we don't know about that's out there. Plus, we do not live on a world that most think that we do, and that's for sure. So I wanted to show that. And here's another one way up above the pine tree. Look at all the energy, the fuel that's around it. I had to cut it down because it's so bright you can't see anything. There's always some kind of entity in the middle driving these things. See the eye, nose, and the mouth right there. And here's one. It's like a window opens within the window, and somebody pokes their head out, and they're looking through a looking glass. Now this looks like some kind of scene right here. You see the 2 trees or 2 persons. I don't know who this is. And there's an entity right there with an eye. It could be under the ocean. Who knows? Look at this guy. He's got his arm up right here. You can just see all kind of different things. And I'm thinking these rings are like dimensions. Like we're in the 3rd dimension, and you go through, and then there's a 4th, and then the 5th, and the 6th, and so on. And they overlap each other. And this is like a hand almost coming out, doesn't it? And then you can see within that face, there's another face. See how they overlap? This is in front. This is another dimension. And you have these X's right here. I don't know. It's really crazy, all of these symbols that I see, and sometimes I see writing. It's just really wild stuff. Hopefully one day it'll come through very, very clear, and there'll be no question. See the eye, nose right there? There's your gray entity. This is like some kind of city right here. You see that poking through? And it could be portals that open up on their own. It could be created. Who knows? This, I don't know. It's like that collider. They're opening up portals, and no telling where it's opening up, and no telling what's going to come out or who's going to go in. No telling what's going on with that. But anyway, you see 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth right there. or it could be right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. That looks like a cat right there. See the ears right here? I can see it now. Eye, nose, and a mouth. This is some kind of, it looks like a leopard or a tiger or something. That's a feline being. And all entities all around it. See right there? Eye, nose, and mouth right there. Yes, it's just very common around here. And they're always around the trees right there. 2 eyes and nose and a mouth right there. See that right there? It's just fascinating. It's just fascinating to me. I love this stuff. I love seeing this in my own backyard. See there's somebody poking through right there, and they're looking through. And here's one right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. It does look like it's kind of feline-ish. And maybe they're here protecting, overlooking the property. Look at that. 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. That's pretty right there. That's a good catch. Or you can see there's a guy right here standing. That could be. I think it's in front of him. And then there's a cat or something behind him. You see all that right there? Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah. Man, look up here. It looks like a little ship. It could be. Yeah, that does look like a ship. It's a dimensional ship right there. Isn't that cool? Oh, man, I love it. And the IR camera is just great. And here's a picture from it of the fairy circle. There's lights back there from my neighbor who's just moved in. Very nice people. And they do have a few lights on because they are moving in and getting things straightened out. But what I wanted to show you was this IR camera is picking up on the vortex right here. You see the eye, nose, and the mouth right here is the body, the hair. It's some kind of female entity coming up out of the portal. And there's a face right there. You can barely see it. If you just keep watching it, you can see it. You can make it out. There's some kind of heart face right there. Something right there. There's something in the chair setting. There's always something in the chair setting. I noticed that. Something below it and all kind of dark stuff right there. It's just not lit up enough to see. And you can see all kind of different things. Like this guy right here. Look, this is a feline being. See the eye. Here's the ears. Here's the mouth. He's smiling. He's looking at me. And you see he's got pants on. I don't know what kind of shirt. Or it could be just fur. You see him right there? Yeah. That's it right there. And you see all kind of different stuff with this IR camera. It's so cool. I'm going to be catching a lot more too. I promise you I'm going to be out there. And it's a little blurry here. I'm still learning how to use it. This was before the leaves were grown behind me to block the light. So this is the light that was coming through. So I lights it up, man. I'm going to tell you, but I wanted to show you. See, here's the chair, and there's some kind of entity sitting in the chair. There's nobody out there. You know, I'm right there, and you can't see it with your own human eyes, but you can see it with the IR camera, and that's for sure. You can see the eye right there, the nose, and the mouth smiling. See him sitting there? I don't know what he's got right there. Tell me what you think it is. And he's got a little animal. See the animal sitting right by it, looking, 2 eyes. See the 2 ears and nose, and he's just sitting there in the chair. These are spirits, folks. This is dimensional right here, and we're catching it with the IR camera. And there looks like there's something standing right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth in between the trees in that fairy circle. I wished it would have been as clear as the other one. I'm getting there. I'm learning how to use it, that's for sure. Okay, let's move on here. Now, that looks like something out of a dream, the IR camera. This is the other fairy circle that's to the left of the main one, and if you can see right here, there's some kind of entity sticking its head out right there. You see it? 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. It looks like he's got something in his mouth, and he's just poking up. Now, this is not an animal. If it is, what kind of animal is it? And how come the eyes aren't reflecting back, you know? And you see all kind of faces, 2 eyes, nose, and a big smile right there. And this is a big quartz boulder right here. It looks like some kind of dragon sleeping there is what we say when we look at it. And then it has the quartz boulder rocks going around it. There's a little something right there. If you look, you see all kind of different stuff in this picture for sure. But that is something sticking up out of that circle right there. And here's another one. You can see all the light right there is the reflection from next door. And I said, well, what is that right there? I don't know. But I got to looking, and I looked over here. There's no light really reflecting on the ground right there. Look at this. 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And it's something right there. That's some kind of entity crossing the fairy circle, or it's just sitting there and it's looking at me too. See that? Isn't that cool? There's your spirit right there. Okay. Now here's that picture again. Look, this looks like some kind of lion. See the mane around it? Here's eye, nose, and a mouth, or it could be the dogman, as they talk about. Look right next to it. There's an entity right there. Same, got the big hair on the mane right there, and the body going down, standing in between the trees right there. You see that? Isn't that cool? And look at the chair right there. There's 2 eyes, nose, and a big smile right there. Something there. I wanted to show that because there is something standing there. Some kind of entity. I'm going to say it's a feline being. It's the lion. It's the ones that are protecting us around here that we asked for. Okay, here's the video that I promised you. I took... this was just the day before yesterday, and this is going from I would say it's west, west to southwest to northwest. And I looked, you can see right here, there it goes. I looked at heavens above. There are no satellites at that time coming that way, and I understand they usually don't go that way. They usually go this way, so I don't know, but who knows? But there was no record of any satellite going over at this time, and that's pretty low right there. If not, that is a huge ship right there. So I followed it as long as I could follow it. But you can see that's what they look like sometimes when they come over, and they will stop, they will flash, and I'll flash back at them, and they do a little communication like they do at ESETI Ranch. I have that happen a lot, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to share that with you, and it's going to be so much fun when they power up and, you know, they communicate with you. They're letting you know that they're there, so I'm looking very forward to that. Okay, that's it for today. Okay, I hope everybody enjoyed the show as much as I did bringing it to you. I know that some of these things you may not believe in, but there's a lot of spiritual things going on here. We live on the Hammonasset Ley Line. They kind of cross like this, and we live in the middle of that triangle. So we see a lot of stuff out there. The quartz boulders that are lined up, we see energy releasing from them sometimes. I think that's natural, but there is a lot of portals that open up, and it's just all kind of crazy stuff. So I appreciate it if you subscribe. Make sure that you still are subscribed. A lot of people are getting unsubscribed because of the glitches and all kind of different stuff going on. I don't know, but just make sure you're still subscribed, and like, share, give a thumbs up, and most of all, watch for me. If you can't make a donation or anything like that, just help me out by watching the videos. That's for sure. I have a lot of views, but people aren't subscribing, or if they are, they're getting unsubscribed. I know a lot of people are coming back and saying, man, I was unsubscribed. I was thinking about you, and I went back and I subscribed again. I don't know why that happened. So hit the notification bell. I do about 2 videos a week right now, and I'm getting out there more, so maybe I'll be doing 3, so maybe that will help us all out. I do appreciate it, everybody. I really do. Please be very careful out there. Go carefully and don't react to other people's behavior. I know sometimes we have to defend ourselves, and I have no problem with that. I would too, my friends, my family, and I'm not going to think twice about it. But if we do, have to start defending ourselves and have no police department. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? I don't know what's going on, but you know, I'm going to edit this out because I don't want any politics. You know, all I want to do is send love and light. So I send you love and light. Thank you so much for viewing today, and I'll see you here in a couple of days. This is David, the Backyard Ufologist. Have a great week.